friends, it's Eliza, bright like the stars, and this is my new video. I wanted to film today, honestly, just because I look good. Like I painted myself down, full Eliza Bright experience. Put on some nails, because if you're not wearing nails, you're not doing drag, which gets me into the topic of this video. Which is Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, and I keep seeing things all over of people making their own All-Stars cast, making their dream All-Stars cast for like All-Stars 11 since it's coming out. So I wanted to do my own rendition of my dream All-Stars 11 cast. Is this a realistic dream? No. Because I personally don't know who wants to come back to Drag Race. Who of the queens has talked about it, who of the queens hasn't, who wants to do it, who doesn't want to do it. This is just based off of like my perspective as a viewer. So get into it. Get ready for the long haul. Just move y'all a little closer. Wow. I'm gonna put the list on the side if I can figure out how to. But if there's no list, so sorry. So yeah, grab a snack, grab a drink. I have a story with me. Grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get started. So I did it in the bracket system, and in my first bracket I have Nina Flowers, Ms. Cracker, Widow Fondue, Amethyst, Suzie Toot, and Katya. I love this little grouping. I don't know how I feel it would be very unpredictable to have them all in like one group together. I feel like there's some very, very strong contenders in there. And I can go through and I can explain why everyone's there. Nina Flowers is there because we haven't seen her since All Stars 1. And I feel like we should see her again. I feel like All Stars 1 was not fair to anyone. And she's obviously like a good competitor. She's obviously like good at drag. So bring Miss Nina Flowers back if she so desires. Next is Ms. Cracker, who I know was a finalist on an All-Star season before. However, her original All-Star season was very much for Shea Coulee to win. And I'm not saying that my dream cast is for her to win. It's not. But like, I want to see her without being outshined that bad by Shea Coulee. You know? Because I love Miss Cracker. She has a little special place in my heart. Yeah, she's on the list also because like there's some people who I would put on the list, like Adora Delano, Brenda LaCreme, who I can't really put on the list because I really don't think that they want to do this again because they didn't want to do it the first time, all of the way. No, but yes, Miss Cracker, because she just has a place in my heart, and she's a funny queen and a phenomenal queen, and she is gorgeous. Anyway, next up we have from season 12, the Widow Fondue, because I think she was a really, really, really strong competitor on her season, and I'd like to see her again. That's about it. Next we have Amethyst from season 15. That sounds correct. Season 15 of Drag Race. And she is a fourth out. I had to count backwards in my head and go, Irene, Poppy, Sugar, Amethyst. She is a fourth out, and I think she's grown a lot since her original run. Like, I follow her on social media and everything. I follow her on Instagram. I think she's grown a lot since her original season, so I think she would be very good contender to come back. Someone who hasn't had as much time to grow, but is still in this. Sorry, someone was walking past. Who is still in this bracket is Suzie Toot. Because I just live and love her and will die on that hill. I think maybe she wasn't as prepared for feedback, for critique the first time around. I think she was a little delusional the first time. And by a little, I mean very delusional the first time. So I want her to maybe come back a little less delusional. There's people. Maybe have an arc where she, like, you know, gets to, like, show what she has without the delusion. And then finally for bracket 1, we have Katya. I feel we are overdue for more Katya on Drag Race. I feel Trixie got her crown, and Katya could use one. Not that she, like, needs it to be validated as a queen, and I love her drag so much. That's why I want her back. I just, maybe because All Stars 2 was Alaska's season to win, maybe we just bring her back and give her another fighting chance, and, like, don't let her get overpowered by Alaska talks, and we, like, give her a moment. Give her her Katya moment. And so that brings us to bracket 2, which has Anitra, Mirage, Tatiana, Jackie Cox, Utica, and Plasma. Now, you might see some favoritism in my list, by the way. I do heavily favor season 12 queens and season 16 queens. They're just some of my favorite casts with contenders who haven't yet been on All Stars. Like, I love the contenders who have been on All Stars from every season, but I try to heavily favor contestants who haven't done All Stars at all or haven't done it in a long time. Just for the record. But, like, there are obviously contestants who have done it, like Tatiana. Tatiana was on All Stars 2 in my head. I'm not 100% on that, but she was on All Stars before. She did grow from the first time, and it's been a while, and she could have grown a lot more. So I want her to be able to show her growth. Anitra and Mirage are here because they are drag family. Anitra is Mirage's drag mother. I think it would be fun to have Anitra and Mirage in the same group because neither of them have done All Stars yet, and have them be in the same bracket competing against each other because I'm shady like that. And also because they're both very talented, both have so much they could still show, I think, and bring back to All Stars. Jackie Cox is a wild card. I think I put her in this list because I personally love and adore her. But I personally love and adore her, so she's staying. Utica is next. We saw her on Project Runway, so bring her back to All Stars now that, like, she will bring a new audience back to Drag Race, maybe. People who watch Project Runway, didn't watch Drag Race before, saw Utica on Project Runway, and oh, well, now Utica's doing Drag Race All Stars. I liked her on Project Runway. Bring her back, maybe, that sort of thing. But also, like, she's in competition mode already. Might as well bring her, so she can showcase back to the Drag Race audience who hasn't kept up with Project Runway. Yes. And then finally for that bracket we have Plasma, who I put in the bracket because I like Plasma. That's literally just about it. I mean, she is a musical girl, she is a look girl, she has a strength, she is strong as a queen, and I want her back because a design challenge took her out. Rightfully or unrightfully, however you feel about the design challenge, it did take her out of Drag Race, and I do want her to be able to come back. And then we move into my final bracket, bracket 3, which has Alyssa Edwards, Dawn, Plain Jane, Jan, Marsha, and Crystal Envy. I'll go backwards for this list. Crystal Envy, I think, just didn't get the chance to show everything she could have done on season 17. So I want her to get that chance. In the same situation of like, oh, they brought Lydia back for All Stars 10. I want Crystal Envy to get that treatment. Marsha has changed a lot since season 15. And also, she's in a competition with, not in the same bracket as Anitra, but back with Anitra. So they make it out of the bracket point to the point where they're competing all together. Maybe a redemption lip sync for Marsha with either Marsha winning or a double save with Anitra. Redemption moment. Jan was not appreciated twice, and I want her to be appreciated. Plain Jane, I mean, come on. Finalist, comedy, looks, all of it, all of the Plain Jane experience. Do I think she was robbed? No. But I think she could do better and come back and prove us all wrong. Dawn is just here because I love her. She's one of my favorite queens. And Alyssa Edwards is also just here because I love her. Oh, and because I want her on a season without a narrative involving Coco Montrese. Notice how Coco Montrese is not in these brackets? I want Alyssa Edwards apart from Coco Montrese competing. Yeah. Well, that went a lot faster than I thought it was going to, but that's okay because a short video is a good video. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, I'm a YouTuber. Look at me go. Yes, if you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more, let me know what you want to see. Thank you.